What's going on, guys? I'm back for another video. Just wanted to do a real quick one on Studio Series 86 Brawn because I know a lot of people are either getting him at retail, getting him from like Big Bad Toy Store or wherever, and I just wanted to do a video on him and honestly just game the algorithm a little bit. And honestly, this might be one where I show the transformation because it's not that bad of one and it's fairly easy to do on camera. But yeah, I honestly really like Brawn here. I feel like a lot of people are kind of dogging on him originally because of that hollowness there on the side and just some other things. But like, considering they're going for like the 86 movie aesthetic and kind of like classics-ifying it, like Brawn here is really freaking good. And honestly, like, I think he's probably the best like Generations classics legacy style Brawn that we've gotten. He does really evoke the 86 movie too. It's a very cool, just, I don't know, overall. Honestly, my biggest issue with him, and this honestly plays more into the alt mode, is that rear window is literally not painted, unlike literally every other window on him. So that's just a thing that I'm sure Toy Hacks will take care of and everything. But yeah, I mean, the gun's a little piddly, and I'm not really a fan of the hollow forearms, but they kind of have to be hollow for the transformation, so it is what it is. Yeah, good range of posability. You got 360 at the shoulders on the ball joint. You got the bicep swivel. You can obviously bend at the elbow. Wrists fold in for transformation. They are a smidge tight. You got waist rotation, which is due to the transformation, but it is there. You got forward at the leg. Back is basically blocked because of the kibble back here. I do kind of wish too that this compressed, but a little bit more, but I don't know how it would have with the budget that Hasbro gives itself for these kinds of figures. Like maybe if this panel folded in to this section, that would have been good, because otherwise just he kind of has a butt flap, and that's as far in as it can go, so that's a thing. But other than that, I mean, no, like that's it in terms of, I guess, like little nitpicks. Can you tell I'm rusty with doing these? Anyway, yeah, so back is basically impeded fully by the by this panel, so you can't really move his legs that far back at all. You can get like that much. So you can get like a walking pose. Bend at the knee, decent amount. Show that on the one closer to you guys. There you go, bend at the knee a decent amount, and then the foot part and the heel part kind of angled down like that for transformation mostly. And there is an angle tilt. Cool. Yeah, on the whole, pretty cool. Oh, and I forgot about the head. So the head is kind of tight to rotate just because of it being just kind of like a dome, pretty much. Very evocative of like the Juggernaut from classic X-Men stuff. But honestly, what helps me, and you already have to do this for the transformation, is just like pull the panel that his head is out on, or like forward towards you, and then rotate the head however much you want to rotate, and then just flip that panel back. Like, it's easy enough to do it that way, because it's hard to get a grip on his head without doing that, at least for me. So yeah, that's just what I do. Makes it easier. Transformation, also just because I want to fiddle with him before I do some notes for work and everything. Pop the gun out of the hand. Take the hand. Fold it in. Fold the hand in. We are going to, what's my order of operations here? We are then going to take the shoulders on that joint right there, that little yellow armature that you see. Just pull it out and swing it down. I kind of leave it like there for the time being. Just get out of the way. Same thing on either side. Legs, go ahead and boop the feet and the heels together. Then you want to come to the inside of the leg, right where the silver is, and basically pull that out. So you get that. You get his G1 legs going. So again, you want to take this chunk right here and pull it out, basically untab it from the rest of the leg. Just leave him like that for now. Then, what are we gonna do next? So then what I like to do, just in terms of clearance and everything, take this back panel and just rotate it like that. So I have it generally compressed like this for robot mode, bring it down, and then just swing it up. So when the hinge kind of looks like that. Just swing it up so it's completely perpendicular to the figure but horizontal. That way you get enough clearance for the arms. Then for the head and for this whole section, we'll come here, we'll do that like I showed for the head articulation. Rotate the head 180. See, you have to do that anyway for the transformation, so why not just like pull that down, adjust the head, and then put it back, you know, makes sense. And then you want to take this panel, and you want to rotate that 180, bringing the grill forward, and then you just thoop the head back into place. And you want to take the sections that the arms are on, make sure that they look like that now. And then you want to basically just rotate the entire assembly in, like so. And you want to rotate, if the arm's going like this, just want to rotate it 90 degrees so the fist faces down. Same thing on this side, I'll show that a little bit better. So you want to take the arm and just rotate the entire assembly in, rotate that 90. And then, as everybody on their mother says, you got a peg, you got a port in there. Just line everything up. Can be a little tricky to do, especially when you're trying to do a Transformers review. And then here's where the cool part comes in. So, or here's where the kind of nifty little, making sure it's fairly cohesive comes in. So you want to take these chunks, which were the lower legs, you want to bend it at this joint here. And you want, basically just want to wrap it around, and the foot heel situation will go into the gap right there in his side. And then there is tiny little peg, tiny little port. There's a tiny little peg right below that, and that just kind of rests inside the bumper. Get that all lined up. He's fighting me a little bit. There we go. And then same thing on this side. So again, rotate, bring that around. Brawn is fighting me today, whatever. We'll fix that here in a second. So then what you want to do is, oh, that's why. Duh, I'm a fool. So we're going back to this. So let's get the arms up out of the way. So you want to rotate the waist 180. I didn't show that. Can you tell I'm rusty with these? So let's get everything back aligned. There we go. That's what was wrong. So then there's these little pegs right here on what were the back of his shins. You want to tab those into the ports on his fist. That's what I was doing wrong. There we go. And then you come here at that joint where the yellow hits the green, fold that around, and everything will line up. Figured I would forget that when I, do an actual proper review on camera. And then get everything tabbed back in here in the back, because it does like to do that a little bit. And then just for general cohesiveness, take this entire assembly, you just bring it down on the hinge. It'll like friction tab, and there's a little tab that's going to be below that detailing right there. It'll generally tab in there. It doesn't really fully stay flush, but it's good enough. And then you want to take this panel, which again, they needed to have like found a way to like flip in fully. Flip that down, and then that little hook section will go into a tab there, or a little cutouts, and then same thing with the other tab on the other side. Put the gun on the top, because that's what Hasbro likes to do with weapon storage. Make sure everything is all nice and to steal Emgo's words closing. And there is Brawn in vehicle mode. We'll hold him up just so the camera can autofocus. There we go. And honestly, minus the back window and the lack of paint right there on the, I'm pretty sure that would be like the gas cap or gas tank thingy. And on the windshield wiper, all details that I can do myself, or I'll just wait for a Toy Hacks set for him. I really like this this all mode. It's chunky, it's nice, it's very fun to just like with. And yeah, it's just, I like it a lot. It's a very nicely done figure. My biggest issue is just like the greebliness in here. There's like, it's just, I don't know, it's like, it feels unfinished right around where the door is. If you guys can, there we go. Yeah, it just feels unfinished in there. But yeah, no, really cool looking figure, really good looking figure. Anyway, this has gone on far too long. I'll see you guys around.